guys, welcome to the NightScape podcast, rated 5 stars on iTunes by myself. I'm joined by William today, which is going to be every episode.
Hello.
Something. So
find us on Audible with our free discount code.
What's the discount code, Will? What's the discount code? Night. Whoa. Really risking it there, Will.
Spooky.
Whoa. Anyway.
What can I say? I'm a bit of a risk taker myself.
Oh, my phone. I need to put my phone on silent. Whoops, a rookie mistake. Am I right?
Wow. Rookie podcaster mistake.
Rookie mistake. Amateur mistake.
First time?
Anyway, so this is the first episode that you'll see either on iTunes or Spotify or YouTube, anywhere. This is the first episode of the NightScape podcast. It's hosted by me, myself, and Will, which is the other.
Hello.
That's Will. So I'm trying not to sound as awkward or as cringe as normal, but however, the first episode.
We aren't cringe. I mean, I'm not.
Thank you.
Don't know about you, mate.
Thank you for that. So as of right now, if you can hear clicking in the background or whatever, I am playing Skate 3 to try and get my nerves out the window. However, I hope everyone's doing good. The first episode is about what are we talking about today, Will? What are we talking about?
Didn't you say you want to talk about how we met each other since it's the first one?
Yes. Right. So seeing as the first episode, we're going to talk about how this all started, how I met Will. Will's story of coming from
the suspense is real.
Coming from
everyone, buckle in for a ride.
States of America, and also
tell me about it.
And also my stories too. I mean, I'm interesting as well. I hope.
Yeah, of course you are.
Anyway, so basically that's what this episode's going to be about. We're not going to do a little introduction. We're not going to do a little first podcast video.
Hey guys, let's get to know us.
Yeah, we're not doing that. That's just
get to know your presenters.
We're just going with the flow, you know.
Vibing out.
Yeah, that's how it is.
If you like it, you can listen. If you don't, tell us it's shite. It either works.
Exactly. Either works. I mean, any feedback is nice. I'm going to try and get this on Spotify by tonight. It is... Let me check. Hold up. It is October the 14th.
Excuse me? Come again?
It's October the 14th.
It's October the 14th, guys.
I didn't mean to say that. I saw something that said October 14th.
Look, guys, October the 14th. What can I say?
I was meant to say the time, and I said October the 14th.
October the 14th.
It's currently 7 p.m. That's what I was trying to say.
Bro.
Anyway.
Hey, yo, podcasts don't even get edited. How you can't even edit that out?
I can edit this podcast. Like, I can enter a cool sound
but
effect right here.
Typically they aren't.
I mean, typically they aren't, but I'll skim through it each episode just in case anything is said that shouldn't be said, any slip-ups or anything to be edited, you know?
Any mishaps.
Because, guys...
We don't want another hoo-ha.
The thing is, this is a podcast, as you know, so we need to...
Sort of just whatever you're thinking, just let it fly.
Yeah, that's the problem. Eventually it'll get to the point where it's just like, whatever's on my mind, I say. And some things could be highly offensive.
We'll forget we're recording and just waffle.
Yeah, some things could be highly offensive, or people find rude. So, like, I'm gonna have to skim through these things just in case. But, yeah, I hope that this does go
basically, this isn't for the faint of hearted.
Oh, yes. If you're very faint-hearted, please do not watch our podcast. God. Oh, no.
If I see a man getting beheaded, you know damn well you're going to know about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Wait, no. We're not going to know about it. Wait, no. He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that. He did not mean that.
That's for me to know and the police to find out.
What?
You don't know what I get up to in my spare time. I'm a menace to society.
This is staying in the podcast, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah. Well, you know. Anyway, so the first episode is going to be talking about how we met and how everything started in the small town we call
Better get to the part where you ditched me.
England. Wait, no, England's not a town. I'm.
England is your city, is it?
Okay, right.
You got the jitters, I see.
Got the jitters. Alright, okay. So, where it all started, Will came over from the US, right?
Wow, way to water it down.
Yeah, Will can tell his story, but basically, in a nutshell, Will came from the US, moved to my school, we became good friends, and now here we are. But we're going to explain that in big depth for you people that do not care, but wish to listen. So, Will,
we know you don't care, and that's why we're going to do it.
Will, take it away with how it all started.
Wow, cracks knuckles. This all started, I don't know the year. Was it 2015?
This
yeah,
was...
so basically...
No, Will, no. 2015 we left
what?
year 6. Oh, no, 2015, yeah, 2015 we left year 6.
Yeah,
okay.
2014, so I think it was 2014?
2014, yeah, I think it was 2014, yeah.
Oh, wait, I moved here when I was 9, so it's been 7 years. No, it's like 2012, 13.
Damn,
anyways,
that's been a long time.
It was around that time.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't go into the reason now, but basically I moved over and went to our little primary school, made myself at home. I did not. Everyone made school shooter jokes. But the point is, I moved over, settled in, and I made 2 main friends, really, which is probably you, and let's call him Andrew. I think you know what I'm talking about.
For video purposes, we'll call him Andrew.
Big Andy.
No, for video purposes, we'll call him Fluffy, okay? For video purposes, we'll call him Fluffy.
Oh, yeah.
We'll call him Fluffy, alright?
There's a reason behind that name, but yeah.
Yeah.
So I was friends with you and Fluffmeister General, right?
Fluffmeister,
and
yeah.
Sort of for the first few months there, I sort of just tried to not be awkward. Didn't go too well, as you'd expect. But eventually, you and me, I think, probably sat next to each other in a lesson. I don't remember, but got to know each other. What did we first? I thought I was going to remember what we first bonded over, but I do not remember that.
No, I don't remember.
But anyways,
I don't remember that far
that
back.
happened, and then that happened, and then it got to the point where you would come to my house every single day without fail.
Oh, honestly, it was literally, he's not exaggerating, every single day. After school, literally every day. It was bad.
Every day after school, you'd walk up to my mum. Can I come over to yours?
And she always said yes, which was actually quite nice, but you know.
Yeah, it's because I had crippling loneliness.
Yeah, well, you still do, so, you know.
Wow, way to attack me there.
Anyway, anywho, so yeah,
just gonna skim over that.
Ever since then, we've been friends. I mean, yeah, that's
no, we'll go through the first few stories. Wow,
stories. Stories. Stories.
You didn't.
Oh.
You didn't.
Oh, thank you, content.
You didn't hear me say that. You did.
I will tell us the first few stories.
As I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Tell us these stories. Go on.
Shut up.
Alright, go ahead.
As I was saying, we should tell the stories with the hard R. Wait.
Just carry on, please. It's been 10 minutes already, crying.
The story's right. I reckon, what are the first stories you remember of each other? Like year 4, 5-ish?
I remember just completely blanking all the time and thinking, wow, that's a weird kid. Because you were American at the time, so obviously me being my, God knows how old was I? I was like 9?
We were like 9.
Yeah, I was like 9, 10-ish. And like, at that time I was like, he's American, so like, I'm not talking to him. Because at that time...
racist much?
At that time, I don't think is that racist? I don't know. But yeah, at that time, okay. Countryist, there we go. At that time, my little undeveloped brain was like, weird American kid, not speaking to him, he's weird. And then, like, eventually I started to, like, I can't remember how we actually became friends. It's been that long, I just can't remember. But
I genuinely don't remember. I think we just probably just the generic started talking to each other in lesson.
Yeah. Oh, crap, I need to thingy. Hold on. I need to turn my Discord notifications
What?
off. Give me a second.
Wow, Mr. Popular.
Yeah, no, I just noticed I could hear them. Alright, anyway, yeah. So, um, what was I? So, yeah, I don't remember. I think we just started talking more, and then, like, that's how we really got into being friends.
Probably.
And then I remember.
Probably ended up talking about like Black Ops 2 or something.
Yeah, we bonded over games, and eventually I used to always come around to your house, and we used to we used to play on scooters, right? Remember that? Scooters, Christ.
Oh, the golden age.
The Razor scooters, we had the whole...
The Razor scooters, the plastic Argos ramp.
Oh, the plastic Argos ramp, you can't forget those things. They were elite.
Me cracking my chin open basically every day.
Oh, that was, yeah. I mean...
I remember one time, I'm not sure if it was directly after we became mates, but I remember one time, it was raining out, and you were inside doing something, and for some reason I thought, yeah, I wanna go grind a curb. Bear in mind the curbs were rough, zero wax, and my scooter just was horrible. So it obviously didn't grind. I tried it, and my chin absolutely whacked off the handlebars.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, on the odd chance we went to a skate park, and we thought we were... Oh, who's the famous scooter guy? I forgot. What's his name?
Ryan Williams.
Ryan Williams, yeah. And we thought we were Ryan Williams every time we went.
We went down the smallest slope, and we were like, yeah, so I'm in the X Games.
Yeah, exactly. We go down the tiniest little slopes, and we'd be like, yo, dude, that's awesome, that's so cool, oh my god. And we get so excited, and then eventually I think we just got bored of skate.
Whereas now I can actually sort of drop in on a half pipe now on my skateboard.
How times have changed.
Cool guy, I know.
How times have changed.
Things have changed, but stayed the same in a way.
But yeah, so that's really like the story of how I became to know you, like know who you were. But
yeah,
we have honestly, we have so many stories from like childhood memories. It's crazy.
And if you want to know those, tune in next time.
Woo! Tune in. Yeah. No.
Let's start off with What's the first memory I remember year 4, there was a York... I remember the stuff, but I don't remember if you were a part of it. I remember there was a York trip, and we had some massive mock battle on, like, the field.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But I don't think we were mates at that time.
No.
That was, like, the first few months of me being there.
Yeah, I remember it was... We had a massive break. Like, I didn't speak to you for a whole year, or a whole 2 years, or whatever. It was in...
That was in year 7 and 8.
Yeah, I was in, like, year 7 and 8. I was friends with, for video purposes, I'll call him Steve. I was friends with someone called Steve, and we eventually became distant, and we were not friends anymore. But I was friends with him. And
let's tell the story of you ditching me in Tesco.
Well, okay, here's a funny story. Okay, so basically, me and
funny, I cried.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. So anyway,
I see how it is.
Me, Steve, and for other video purposes, we'll call him famous TV boy because he was on TV once. We'll call him that. So me, Steve, and famous TV boy, we were all best friends, and we decided to. Well, no, sorry.
No, let's get the story straight. Let's get the story straight first.
Yeah.
Me and you were best mates before this.
Yeah.
We were just vibing out, living our best lives, going around mine, playing Black Ops 2 all night, doing the usuals.
Staying up till 11 p.m. thinking we were absolute hard nuts, alright? And one day, me, Will, and his mother went to Tesco to get some food or whatever. I can't remember what it was
As
for.
you do.
This was years ago. I can't remember what this was for. But we went to Tesco, and I remember getting a call from Steve and famous TV boy, and I remember them wanting me to go with them somewhere. Like obviously, I can't remember the place. I think
wasn't it a It was like a
soft
play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this time this was like year 7 or 8, right? And actually, it might have been year 6. It might have been year 6 actually. I don't know.
That was like year 6 or 7.
Yeah, it might be year 6.
I think it was year 6. Yeah.
We'll say around that area, year 6. And
yeah, I'd say year 6 because we weren't mates in year 7.
And at this time, like they called me, and I was in Tesco with Will, and I turned to Will's mom. I was like, "Hey, by the way, I'm just gonna like pretty much ditch Will and go with my other friends. Like, is that cool?" And like I remember.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that was pretty much what was said in a nutshell. And then I remember she was like, "You can't just keep ditching Will," and I got really upset. and I was.
You ended up crying.
We don't talk about that, okay? This was year 6, okay? I was a baby.
I was forced to go along as a fourth wheel.
Yeah, and then so I called Stephen, famous TV boy, back. I was like, hey, can we bring Will along as well? Because like he's a lonely tag along.
Wow.
And
Nice wording.
And at the time we were like, fine. And then we brought him along, and then and then it was all good.
I remember. Oh, I've got a story. So we got there, and I remember there was like a big like jungle area of just foam. And it was like 3 stories high.
Oh yeah, I remember.
And there was the center area, which was like mini trampolines. I remember you 3 went off to get like pizza or something, and I literally just sat there by myself playing with the plastic balls. I was literally just sat there.
Yeah, well, it was honestly like me and my undeveloped brain back then. We were like, oh yeah, what a friend, you know. I've got Will, I've got everyone, and then yeah.
You almost said its real name.
I'm editing that bit out.
I remember when we were about to leave, we were at my house, and then I think it was your mum that drove us, or
Oh, yeah.
someone's
It
mum.
might have been
Someone's mum drove us.
Steve's
Yeah,
mum.
someone's
It
mum
might be
drove us,
Steve's mum.
and
Steve's mum.
yeah. Well, they dropped me off at my house, and they looked to you 3 and was like, "Will's going home now," and you all just all looked at me and went, "Oh, see you in a bit," because you were all having a sleepover that night.
Oh, I remember, yeah, because I remember we were I remember this really well now. We were at the place, and I remember we went to Steve's mum, and we were like, "Can we have a sleepover? Can we have a sleepover?" And at first she was like, "Maybe, I don't know," and then it always turned out we had a sleepover. Like honestly, if Steve, if I know who you are, because I know who you know, if you're watching this, hi, first of all. Also, Steve's mum, if you're watching this too, hi, you're awesome. Thank you.
Bold of you to presume people are listening.
Bold of me to assume. No, Will, no, people are always listening. It's fine.
I'm sorry, I'm just so lonely.
Anyway, yeah. So basically, like Steve's mum at this time, like she was brilliant. She was amazing. She always hosted. Like,
She was actually really nice, from what I remember.
yeah, she hosted sleepovers all the time, and she always came around. And at this time, so we were like, "Oh, can we have a sleepover?" And I remember, like, she said yes, and it was the best feeling ever, because as a kid, having a sleepover was like
all you 3 talked about it in the car on the way home.
and I remember we had a sleepover that night, and we were like, "Don't tell Will, because I don't want Will coming over." And like we just never told him.
Turns out your mum, well, whoever's mum it was, when dropping me off at my house, they're like, no, on the way there, they're like, "Oh, Will, do you want to stay over?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll ask my mum." My mum, no. So that you all talked about it on the way home while I was getting dropped off. So I was just basically fourth wheeling real hard.
Yeah. So basically, a lot of the time, basically in a nutshell, Will was abandoned a lot as a kid.
I'm pretty sure one time I actually got to stay over.
That one time was probably the deadest sleep I've ever had. Not gonna lie.
Oh. Nice.
I'm pretty sure that was when me, Steve, famous TV boy, and you were all there at the same time, and it was just like, because obviously we've never had, you never came around for a sleepover.
What was the it was like a BTEC Vine thing, the app that you all started using. It was like a BTEC Vine where you could like do Dub Smash.
Oh my god.
You all did Dub Smash.
Oh my god. You just unlocked a memory. Dub Smash.
You all were using that, and I was just sat on his bed watching you play FIFA.
Yeah. Because I used to go on Steve's brother's Xbox all the time, so I was just sat there on that, and you were just on the bed watching. I'm like, hey,
you were literally FIFA. You can literally have like almost like each player can be assigned like a person, and there was only 3 of you, and you're like, sorry, no space for you to play.
Basically, I need to stop saying basically, but overall.
Basically, right.
Overall, Will was abandoned a lot as a kid, and back then
That's where my abandonment issues that's where they come from.
Yeah, I basically had no idea of.
You overlooked that, but it's not a joke.
I had no idea of what friends were. I had no idea what friends were. So at that time, I was just like, it's Will. it's Will. It'll come and go. It's fine. And now we're like, it's literally just us 2. That's it.
We're inseparable.
I mean, I've just pushed everyone away because like at this point I don't want to be friends with anyone else because like
Nervous laughter.
because like at this point it's just no. No. I mean, recently, Will, we should address this. We left.
Dress
we,
what?
we left a large group of people behind.
Thing is, likely they're the only people listening to this. Hello, I hate you all.
Put it bluntly. Yeah, we basically.
No, that's what it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
Not gonna sugarcoat anything.
I mean,
yeah.
it's not like they can directly contact me. I don't like you. You annoy me.
Okay.
Anyways.
So, anyway, yeah. So we basically left a large group of people that we thought were going to be friends, but we just didn't really fit with them.
No, one of these people we'll call Rebecca, right?
Okay, Rebecca.
I met them like a year before college even started. I won't say how, but I met them like a year before college started. I talked to them and we were like, "Oh, so you get so wow, ignore the stutter. You didn't hear that." We were like, "Oh, so what do you want to do at college?" And I was like, "Oh, I want to do games art." And they're like, "Oh, that's cool. I want to do that as well." So we were like, "Oh, sick." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, I live in Nottingham." They're like, "So do I." And I said, "Are you going to so and so college?" They're like, "Yeah, I am." So that's when we actually got close, and I introduced them to you, and we were all mates for like a solid 6-7 months before college. A whole like over half a year before college, we were all like proper close. And we even got to the point where we were like, yeah, we're going to go on a holiday together after college. We're going to go to Los Angeles all together. Spoiler alert, they ditched us.
Well,
But we'll get into the details later.
I mean, ditched is a strong word. I must say, as much as I do not like them anymore, ditched is a strong word. They found other friends, and we all just kind of drifted apart slowly. And then things happened. You know, personal things and just petty things happened, and we just don't speak to each other anymore.
Yeah, ditch was a strong word. More like drifted apart. We'll put it that way.
Drifted paths, you know. We drifted.
Because you, as much as you said you would never do it, you are...
Shut up.
Bro, it's part of the story!
Yeah, but we don't talk about this, okay? We don't talk about this.
SMH my head. Well, the two of you went through some business and then ended up not liking each other.
You just made that sound even worse. Business. You went through.
Well, you business. Say it then.
Okay, so basically, my problem is with people. I catch feelings too quickly. So, yeah.
You basically just gave it away.
Yeah, I am giving it away. That's the point.
You just told me not to say it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I've decided not to say it. So you know, yeah.
SMH my head.
Me and this mysterious Rebecca. That happened. And I, not gonna lie, I regret it. Okay, I'm confessing that right here, right now. I regret it. However, you know, we move.
It's all in the past.
Yeah, that's all I have to say, really. I mean, I regret a lot of things in my past, and that's one of them. Yeah. I mean, do you remember when I went out with let's codename her? Well, this is in primary school.
We have too many code names.
Let's codename her.
Just call them a person.
Yes, let's codename her, right?
We don't need this many code names.
Yes, for video purposes, we'll call them her, right? So me and her in primary school. Remember when I was desperate as hell, and just decided.
Yeah, we all were.
Just decided eventually, just like, you know what, screw it, just anyone that likes me. And at that point, this her had liked me for many years, and I just ignored her. So I was like, you know what, I'll give it a chance. And
where is this story going? We're on about college.
It's my biggest regret. Oh no, I'm in a big tangent. But
oh right.
Yeah, that's something I really regret. So that's a lot of fun. Yeah, there are a lot of bad decisions I made. Honestly, terrible decisions.
Where are we going with this? How did we get here?
Well, I mean, we've spoken about college, and
do you have 90 minutes?
Do I have 90 minutes? Do I?
You don't get it. And you're moving on.
I hate this so much.
I said moving on.
So we decided. So let's talk about the podcast. All right. Let's talk a bit about that. So we decided. This was like early October or late. What month comes before October? September. That's it. So we
what?
Shut up. Okay, I've had so much caffeine right now that I am just speaking too quickly, stuttering and jittering. I am. Okay.
Just talk. Go.
Okay, so we decided to make this podcast. This was like 2 or 3 months ago. We decided to download a little app called Anchor.
No,
right?
this wasn't even 2 or 3 months ago. This was probably this was in year 11.
Oh yeah, dude. Actually, yeah, it's been that long. Damn, it's been like a
This
whole
has been
year.
like a year.
Oh Christ! I mean,
But yeah, well,
I was speaking.
let me just tell it from my.
Go
This is from my point of view. You just came up to me one day and was like, because this is like you did YouTube in like year 7, 8, but you came up to me and were like, "Do you want to do a podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, go on then." Not really knowing what it was, and you told me, "Oi, download Anchor, sick app." You sounded like a mobile ad.
Hey,
And
by
I
the
tried
way,
it. Didn't work.
we're not sponsored. However, if someone is watching and wants to sponsor us, I mean, we can be
Literally,
sponsored.
no one is watching us who wants to sponsor us.
We can be sponsored.
Anyways,
We can be sponsored. Hey, Rockstar
So-
Energy! Rockstar Energy, by the way, have you heard? Rockstar Energy have a new flavor coming out. So you guys should go cop that. Also, Sponsor Energy. If
this is why I didn't want to do this. As I was saying,
Okay, I'll be quiet.
that didn't work, and we abandoned the whole podcast idea because we couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, here we are.
And recently, we've put everything together. We've pieced it all together. Found that we can do it. And
By
some,
that you mean we came up with this idea 2 days ago?
well, again, yes. We brought it back
Yeah.
up. We brought the podcast idea back up because we saw that some people decided to make a podcast, and we were like, oh my god, wait, do you remember the podcast we made?
Yeah, you were like, oh shit, we did that before.
Yeah.
And a bit of friendly competition. We were like, let's start one as well for the fun of it.
Yeah, you know, let's start one for the fun of it as well. Well, not really for the fun of it, but like I sort of saw them with the podcast, and I was like, dude, I remember us making the podcast. Like, we should bring that back up. And I was like, yeah, sure. And here we
Partly because I like to do art and I wanted to make the art for it, which you're seeing right now.
are. Woo!
However it looks, I haven't done it yet.
Awesome, sweet. Yeah, so we've gone through. You know, it's been a lot, but
This was meant to start as us talking about how we met.
yes, we're going back to that right now. So this
Yes,
was
stories.
This was year 5, right? Will just came over from a small town called Oregon. All right, oh, called Oregon. Oh wow.
It's not a town, it's a state.
Sorry, William. Listen.
It was literally on fire a couple months ago.
William, listen to me. All right, listen. I've had so much caffeine right now. My hands are shaking. I'm speaking so fast. I can hear my own voice echo in my head. I don't know what the difference
Jeez,
between town and
jeez.
state is.
Hey. You're the one who decided to record tonight, so let's leave the chit chat for later.
Okay, all right. So anyway, so that sounds strange, but anyway, so Oregon.
I'll be
right?
speaking with you later.
Please stop. All right, Oregon is a state in the U.S. If you didn't know that, I mean, if you didn't know that, I'm pretty sure you just. Anyway, so Oregon, state in the U.S. Will came over because he was scared of the bears. Basically,
Well frightened.
he was well frightened,
Smoky Bear.
And-
Yogi Bear.
and he came over and he decided to come to a little place we'll call our primary school. Let's call it that. Let's just call it our primary
A
school.
little town in the Midwest called our primary school.
Yeah, so he decided to move to the UK, and he decided to settle in at the place we're living in right now called Gammon.
Does it really matter if we say
We're calling it Gammonham. Yes.
Gammon? We live in Gammonham.
I'm so tired right now. Okay, right. So
We live in Gammonham.
Alright, so he moved to a little town, right, which we're living in right now, and he
Gammonham.
please stop. He came to the school that I was at, luckily, and at that point,
Already said this.
at that point, I was that's where it started.
Short, long story short, I came over. He was one of my first friends. He ditched me. Became friends again.
Yes, and now we're like best friends.
He
I mean, I wouldn't actually say best friends because like you're the only person I speak to every day, so like.
best friends, but we definitely don't know anything about each other.
That's the weird thing. I don't even, like, we talked about this the other day. I don't even know your favourite colour. That's the weird thing. Like, we're inseparable, but I don't know your favourite colour. It's weird.
That's because it's gotten to the point where we realise knowing that stuff about each other literally does not matter.
Exactly. Like, I feel like, at this point, like, none of that will actually change anything. So like at this point, it's just like, oh,
Someone could go, well, me and this person are best friends because we know this, and about each other. And me and you're like, we're best friends because we're kind of stuck that way.
exactly. At this point, if I was to have a huge argument with you, and then block you,
We have.
I don't block you 5 minutes later, because like at that point, I'm just like, it's stupid. At this point, like we're just best friends. So
We realised that we're the only people we talk to at college, and we're like, we can't really
oh no, Will,
we can't afford to have a falling out.
Imagine having so imagine me and you, right? We get into a fallout and we don't speak to each other. Imagine going to college. Oh no. Oh god. Oh no.
If that happened, I'd probably like slide you a piece of paper saying Rocket League tonight, 6 p.m.
I'd probably slide it back saying yeah, sure. Like at that point, I'd notice like, dude, going around college on my own.
We can't have big arguments. Either I'm sure it should have happened so far, but for some reason we just don't have big arguments.
Yeah, I mean, we've had big arguments in the past, like over the pettiest things. There was one where we had an argument over who watched. So basically, let me explain the story. So I was at that point, at that time, and I still have.
This was like this was only like maybe a year ago.
Yeah. So at this point, we were talking about anime, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I really like anime." At this point, I've only seen like one or two animes, and
you've seen 2 episodes of Dragon Ball,
and I'd seen the whole of the Death Note franchise, whole of the Assassination Classroom as franchise, and at this point, I was like, "Oh, I kind of like anime," and then it got
at that time you only told me about Dragon Ball.
Yeah. And it got to the point where I was like, you were like, oh, you can't like anime if you've only seen one. And I was like, well, I mean, I can because, I can.
No. Let me rehash this argument right here, right now. Let's say you like a certain topic. So let's say we'll use the anime example. You've watched one series and you go, yeah, I love anime. Personally, I think that's not enough to warrant you saying you like the entire like genre and franchise.
No. Because at this point, I was saying like, oh yeah, I like animes and like I like what anime is. I could watch anime and I'd enjoy it, right? But then,
you did not specify that. You literally just said I like anime.
But then I get I was a hypocrite because I said afterwards, but there are a lot of animes I don't like. So at that point, I was like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, that's because you tried watching them. And you were like, no. You tried watching them, and you were like, there wasn't a big fight scene in the first 5 minutes. It just didn't. It wasn't my jam.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, we move. So anyway, so at this point, I was getting really frustrated because he was like, you can't like it. And I was like, I do like it though. So at this point, we just had a massive fallout.
Went back and forth for like 2 hours.
Like I remember before I left the party, I just shouted and left, and I didn't speak to him all night. And then I remember I think it was just one of our like casual like me pop up to you and like, so Rainbow Six Siege tonight, and you were like, yeah,
and
sure.
I was like, yeah, go on then.
We just forgot about it since then, and like that's the thing. We
don't have the attention span to care about an argument the next day.
Yeah, so basically like, if we have even if the argument was really personal, something really, really offensive.
We have had one of those.
Yeah, we just like 5 minutes later we'll be fine.
We won't specify what happened, but the thing I put in my story that everyone was like, that's too controversial, which I guess, at the time it was, but I'm not gonna talk about it in detail because I don't want it coming up again, but I still stand my ground, and people just they sort of just took it as what it looked like and didn't really ask me about it more. They just said, oh, I think it's this, I'm gonna say that, but that was like a really thing. And then you got like people messaged you like, I don't see how you're friends with Will, and then we had the whole thing, and then next day we were just like,
I want to explain that without bringing up any views or opinions because obviously it's a big topic, but basically let's just say in retrospect, I did regret it. However, so at this point, right, for people that don't know anything about this, there was a big incident where Will put something on his story. There was 2 incidents. Well, there was one latest after something happened in.
Yeah, the latest one wasn't. This isn't the one we're talking about. We're talking about one maybe like half a year ago.
Yeah. So basically, Will put something on his story. It was just a personal opinion, and me being his friend and me being someone that like. So basically, as someone's friend, everything they say, you're like, oh yeah, I agree with that, even if you don't. So at that point, I was like, okay, yeah, I agree with this, even though like my brain dead self just
You
thought,
didn't really take time to think about it.
yeah. So I,
You
I
sort of just like took it and then went,
I
yeah.
reposted it. I was like, yeah, I agree with this fully. And then I had everyone that was hating on him, hating on me too. So at that point, I was like, I don't really get why everyone's hating on me. Like, it's not that bad. Which then I went over and looked at it again. And it was like, okay, I see why people are getting angry now. And then I just spoke to a bunch of people. I was like, yeah, it's kind of stupid. I don't know why I put it on. And then it got to the point where it was like, yeah, I regret it. Like, I just wish I didn't put it on my story, because I got to admit, it will on my behalf, it was stupid of me. However, on your behalf, it was stupid. It was stupid of you to do as well. I mean, even if you stand by
No,
it,
no, no.
even if you
The
stand
only
by
thing,
it,
right? No, let me say my piece. The only thing I'll admit is that the timing of saying it was bad.
yes, but
The
also
timing of
also the
which I said
subject,
it.
also the subject.
I didn't really specify. When I did, I didn't really specify in detail enough, so I understand why people got angry.
Yeah, but I mean that's in the past, and
That wasn't even really an argument between us. It was sort of just like,
yeah, and then I want to explain the part where you said. So basically, then everyone was saying like, "Oh, I can't believe you're friends with him," and I was like, "Yeah, but this guy, right?
that's gonna get clipped.
I can edit things out, you know." Anyway, yeah. So,
Imagine me just strolling. Hello, just killed a family of 4. You, nice one. Get on Rocket League. Let's celebrate.
I basically just edited that out because I'm not actually putting that in. So let's move on quickly. Let's move on swiftly.
We'll make after like a few episodes, we'll make like a best bits that were deleted.
Yeah, but deleted scenes, the controversial parts,
Yeah.
the things that may get us cancelled.
Yeah.
The thing that will get us
We've already been
cancelled
cancelled like 7 times over.
We've been cancelled too many times. And we're going to get cancelled even more for this
Anyways.
podcast. And if you didn't know already, this podcast will be eventually unfiltered
Probably
on
weekly.
YouTube. So we'll post
Right.
post everything uncut on YouTube. So obviously, if this goes well and people enjoy this and people show some support, then we'll be posting unfiltered and uncut podcasts onto our YouTube.
We'll post the uncut version on YouTube.
So yeah, basically, every literally as soon as it's
Hey.
recorded, slap it onto YouTube, and regardless of what's said, regardless of what mistakes were said, it's put on YouTube. And
Just be warned when you get. Don't. It's not like one of those things where you go into it and then say, "Oh, I'm offended." Like you were warned.
you were warned, okay? Some controversial things will be said, some personal views which you may not believe in will be said, and yeah, that's all I have to say really for that. The main thing about this podcast is we will be uploading every week, so it'll be weekly.
It's not like we'll have set topics either. It'll just be whatever we're feeling that week, whatever tickles our fancy. We'll sort of
Yeah.
have a little convocation about it.
I say we upload every Thursday.
Maybe every
No, actually no.
Thursday or
no,
Friday. Maybe every Friday.
Friday, yeah, Friday. We upload every Friday, but
You have online college on Thursday.
yeah. So if we I mean, because obviously we're recording this on the Thursday, so if this comes out on a Thursday, next episode will be
Yeah,
Friday.
we're probably gonna bring this out today.
Yeah, so next episode will be Friday.
We might actually do a little special bundle for you and record this one tonight and then do another one tomorrow.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That would be cool.
Little saucy.
We'll do that. We'll do that.
This will just be like the intro thing.
Yeah, this will be like well, I wouldn't say short because it's been like 40 minutes already, but
It's been 40 minutes.
yeah. Well, it says 39 on the recording, but there will be some bits that'll be cut out for the unfiltered version, which will be on YouTube.
This will just be like, don't take this as like some big podcast, analyze it. We're not. It's literally just going to be like sort of like be in a conversation with us and just listen to what we ramble about. So like put it on in the background.
A huge inspiration for this is the Misfits podcast by Fitz, Swagger Souls, and a big YouTube team. And that was like my big inspiration for starting a podcast because I thought, oh, it looks so cool, it looks a lot of fun, we can start it. And that's pretty much what we're branching off, like that kind of podcast, just where they talk about anything, talk about stories and like past incidents, regardless of the matter. So like obviously, like if something offensive happens or if something bad happens, we say it, like we just talk about it regardless, unfiltered. Because I feel like this is cool to just talk about things that people don't really know about us, you know. It's just somewhere that like we can just talk about story times and like incidents.
I reckon the main stuff we'll go on about, if obviously we're going to talk about practically anything, but I said if we had to like specify, it'd probably be stories, like life stories, maybe talking about like conspiracy theories and like space and whatnot,
Oh,
and then anything sort of
honestly,
like news
we
related.
will have so many episodes dedicated to like conspiracy
We
theories.
should have.
Deep
We were
talks.
on GTA the other month when we literally spoke for like 2.5 hours about space and death. We did that on Skate 3 the
Those are
other month
amateur
as well. We were
numbers,
talking
Will.
about like death.
2 hours, that's amateur numbers. We can do better. We can do
Amateur
better.
hours.
We can do better. We will aim for
Basically,
at least an hour each
yeah.
episode, which will be
Minimum.
minimum. We won't put together a little 15-minute piece and then put it out and say that's good.
Call it a day.
It has to be an hour.
Plus, it's not gonna be like, we're not gonna try and make this too like serious. Be like, make it too like professional. Be like, hey guys, welcome to our podcast. This is me. Let's introduce ourselves. It's more just gonna be like chill. So like, hey, welcome back. Time to chat shit. That's about it.
And for anyone that's wondering, the way we're recording this is through. So basically, we're not so normally podcast. People are in the same room, right? But obviously, because of COVID, because of all this crap, we are doing it online, which is
real responsible choice.
Yeah, which is so I'm obviously, he's obviously at home. I'm at home. I am using my mic. He's using his mic, and we're just speaking. You know, I'm recording the conversation for you guys.
Yes,
to hear.
I don't have a mic. I'm using my Xbox mic.
I mean, I have a decent mic. It's Logitech. Shout out Logitech. If you want to sponsor me, Logitech, that's cool. I mean, you could do. Send me a bunch of cool
Makes
mics.
one podcast episode. Time to get a sponsor.
Logitech, time to sponsor 'em, boys.
Logitech sponsorship.
These guys looking real famous
They're
right
scouting
now.
us.
I mean, like I said, Rockstar Energy. I mean, like, come on, you'll be the cause for my death. So I mean, if you want to sponsor me now, do it. I mean, that'd be cool. I'd like to say that I think actually I'm going to save most of this for another episode. But Will, do you remember the 2 days? That's what I'm going to say.
The 2 days. The famed 2 days.
Oh, the famed 2 days. Basically, this would be a different episode, but I had 2 days free for the house, so we decided, you know what, we're gonna have a night over, right? We had drinks, we had food, we had movies and whatnot, but like things went down, and we're gonna say that in a different episode. We're gonna talk about
things
that in a different episode.
Things went downhill.
Yeah.
I'll put it this way. I'm only gonna say one word. I think you know the word. I'm gonna say one word, and you can look it up if you want. The one word I'm gonna say is hives.
Hives. Oh
Hives.
god, hives. Oh, I
Hives.
forgot about that. I was more talking about the energy drinks and the
Hives.
caffeine we had, but like hives. Damn.
Oh, and you dying at skate park.
Yeah,
But that's for another time.
That's for another episode. That's just a game theory.
That's just a film. That's just a cast theory.
Yeah. Well, let's talk
I
about
hate
how we came up
myself
with the
saying
name
that.
for this. We came up with a name. It took us so long.
The name.
Yeah, the name for this podcast, because obviously we came up with NightScape eventually.
I won't lie. This name has nothing to do with anything.
I mean,
just sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but also it has a tiny resemblance in my mind of something, which is what I want to go on
Does
to
it?
soon. Yes, it does. Yeah. I mean, I never told her actually.
I came
But,
up with it.
Oh, did you? Did you? I mean,
Well, no, it sort of went from night shift
yeah,
and then
we
veered towards
right.
it.
So we found a bunch of words, and we just found synonyms, and we found we put them together. different
Any words
syllables.
sort of describe us or things we like.
And so yeah, we started off with like skateboarding. So we had like skate life or something like that. Some really cringy stuff.
At one point, we were thinking like antisocial, something related to
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And eventually, it just got to the point where we thought, well, I mean, nighttime is pretty cool. You know, we like to do like, because obviously at night, most after. So how I'll explain this. So you know how streamers have like after dark. That's what it's called. After dark podcasts. After dark streams and whatnot, where everything is unfiltered. They can just say anything. That's what I kind of thought. You know, so at night everything it's after dark. Anything can be said, anything can be done. But also, escape is also, it just sounds cool, so NightScape.
Sounds a bit like skate as well.
I mean, yeah, it does as well, yeah. I didn't actually
At
know
one
that.
point, I was thinking the Nightcast, but that wouldn't go off saying, hey, we're back to the Nightcast podcast.
Yeah.
I mean, it has a sort of ring to it,
We
but
also had to find a ring to it as well, so we couldn't have like some really long name. We couldn't have like, so we oh, Will, do you want to talk about our first ever podcast name, which was Inside the Mind podcast?
What was it?
Inside the Mind. So this was.
We thought we were so deep and spiritual.
This was when we first started off thinking about how to make a podcast, and we thought, oh, we'll do some conspiracy theories and like all that kind of stuff and like everything, and we thought, oh,
I mean, we're still going to do that.
we're gonna do that, but not really focus the podcast on that. But we decided to we decided to name it like Outside the Mind. I think it was Outside the Mind, which
Yeah.
we thought was like, oh, it's cool 'cause it's like, beyond your imagination. Oh my god, all that stuff. And
I
like
mean, it's a cool thing, but it was a bit generic, cringy.
also a little thing, if you search up Inside the Mind, sorry, yeah, Outside the Mind on
Inside the mind, I think it is.
nah, I don't know, it's one of them, Outside the Mind or Inside the Mind on Spotify. You can find the channel intro, because it's up there. I forgot to take it down, but I'm keeping it there just for just people's
Little
listening.
Easter egg.
Little Easter egg. So if you can find it, tag me on Instagram because
You can find it, you get the brownie points.
if you find it, you get brownie points. Yeah. However, so what was it?
First to find it gets a free Amazon £5 gift card.
Don't say that. We are not actually sticking by that. That is not fake advertisement. No, that's fake advertisement. Sorry. No, God. Oh, God. Please. It's all failing. Oh no. Anyway, yeah. So
Time to restart.
time to restart. Yeah. Outside the Mind podcast. So we decided then to do that. And where was I going with this? Where was I going?
You're talking about how our origins of making a podcast, I think.
Maybe, I don't know. But oh yeah, how we came up with the name. And it just didn't work. So we just thought something cool, something nice.
It took a lot longer than it probably should have.
Yes. Oh, that was it. I was talking about how it has to have a ring to it, and we couldn't have a long name. So obviously, if you think about it, welcome back to Outside the Mind podcast. It just doesn't work, It doesn't ring.
Something about it doesn't.
So like,
something doesn't sit right.
Starting out every episode off with a nice, quick intro, something funny, something nice, something to start it off is quite cool. But yeah, that's what we decided to do. The silence is really, really awkward.
I'm trying to figure out what to talk about. This is only our first time. That's what she said.
I hear you. I mean, we could plug our socials. That's yeah.
Oh, our socials.
Yeah. Do you want to do it first, or am I?
I mean, I have an art account, so I'll post that first. W_Bailey_art. Yeah.
I'll put it on screen for everyone. Oh no, wait, no, there's no screen.
It's the
there's
podcast
no screen.
chief.
Oh my god,
This isn't
I keep
YouTube.
thinking this is YouTube. I keep thinking it's YouTube. Oh my god, alright, yeah. So I can't.
In our Spotify podcast like bio thing, we'll have it there.
Yeah, we'll have it. We'll have all the socials there. But I have
Yeah.
YouTube. I have Instagram, Twitter, everything like that. So if you want to go,
You have MySpace now.
I don't. I do not.
Did you give up on that whole?
Yeah. There was a little moment yesterday where I went, oh, we should bring back MySpace, and I just decided, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a
Literally
MySpace
everyone
account.
else in existence. No, we shouldn't.
And I decided to try and do it, and just didn't work. But yeah, so
Bring back whatever the social thing is they use in Victorious with the peer.
Oh
phones.
my god, the slap? Is it the slap? I don't know.
The slap.com.
Oh my god, the
Yeah.
slap.com. Christ. Yeah.
Someone make the slap.com.
Someone make it, please. Honestly, if you're a web designer listening to this, please make the slap.com. Honestly, or actually, it might be a real thing. I'm not even checked.
Oh yeah, it could be.
But if you guys do not know us personally and want to get to know us more, the socials are down in the bio or the description, so you can go check us out there. Get notified every time we upload on YouTube or podcasts or anything like that.
Whatever we're really feeling that day.
Yeah, you can get.
Sometimes
get
we're thinking, you know what,
in touch.
YouTube tickles my fancy.
Yeah, I mean, I have a YouTube channel which I am. I've got a lot of videos in the works right now. I've got story times. I've got gaming videos. And obviously, I'm gonna have Will on there soon
That's
as well.
code for I have ideas, but definitely not going to do any of them.
No, I've got Will. I've got 3 recordings so far. I've got 3 videos so far. I just need to edit them and then edit them and get the thumbnails, and that's it. Done. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't know, William is my my art. He is my channel artist. So he creates all the thumbnails, the banners, the
I'm
logo.
just too sick.
So yeah, William is the artist of everything. He does all the art. So all the art you're seeing on Spotify. All the art you're seeing on YouTube is of his and his only from scratch. So you should definitely.
You're gonna make me blush.
Yeah, you should definitely go check that out. Shut up! I'm trying to be nice, okay? But yeah, you should definitely go check that out. His art Instagram will be in the description, hopefully.
I don't really post as much as I want to, but like, if it's somewhat cool, I'll post it.
Yeah. I'm just hoping I can actually get this onto Spotify because.
That's just a waste of time.
I mean, no.
Well,
I try my best.
if you're listening to this now, you know that we managed to.
We managed to, yeah. I mean, I'll try and go through and edit the little bits that we need to edit out, and obviously, edit this little bits of awkward silence and all the. I really tend to stutter at these things. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I'll go through
Yeah.
quickly edit the little bits that need to be edited. But
Podcasts aren't usually edited, but I think that's for the better. No one wants to hear me say the word melon 5 times with 7 M's.
yeah, so basically, we won't really like edit it as much because it's a podcast and it's just meant to go out there straight away.
Just
But,
general like silences and stutters.
Just general silences and like things that weren't meant to be said, which will be saved by the way for the unfiltered version on YouTube coming soon. If you guys do obviously like this podcast kind of stuff. But I mean, it's been 50
To be
minutes.
honest, I would go further, but I think that actually covers it for the little intro episode.
I think it does. You know, I mean, to save us a
This
little intro
one
episode-
doesn't need to be an hour long.
Oh no! This I mean, it's 50 minutes long, so it's really good.
Practically, there.
Yeah. So, but we will try and get one done for Friday. If not, then the next Friday we will have one done. Christ, I need to work on this stutter honestly.
Yeah. And then maybe at the end of the episode we'll do like a little cool outro saying bye, and then it fades into like a short like no copyright lo-fi sound. Yeah, that could be cool.
I mean, I'm the software guy in this, so I mean, I'll have all this set up. I'll have the intro set up. I'll have everything like that. Make it all cool and jazzy for you guys to listen to. And before we do end this thing, I would like to say that I would like to say that for each episode we do, we're gonna try and make it not boring and like not as like Will said, we're not gonna make it scripted. So we're not gonna sit there and like talk.
Nothing will be scripted. We'll have like maybe ideas and like bullet points, but not scripts.
Yeah, of course. We'll have an overall idea for what the episode's gonna be about. But we're not gonna sit here like we're like interviewing each other like professionally or formally. We're just gonna sit here just talking like we normally do in a conversation and release a few.
It'll literally, I'd say personally, at least, I'm not sure about you, but I want this to just feel like you're listening into one of our conversations.
Yeah, which is where I said when it comes to like the really unfiltered and the story time sections, you've got to be here to hear it because like there's going to be stuff said that's like you've never heard before, stuff that's obviously my personal opinions and like just controversial things that you may find annoying, but you will never know about me until you listen. So you got to stay tuned each time, and obviously, like I said, if you guys do like this stuff, please do support. Please do give us a follow on Spotify or iTunes or anywhere it's out.
Honestly, all I'll say is if you've managed to actually listen this far and actually hear what we're saying right now, I applaud you. It must be difficult to listen to us.
Yes, exactly. Like the amount of stutters and jitters we've had.
I mean, it's our first like episode, so obviously you might not get through it because it might be a bit. Obviously, it's our first time. Just started again. It's going to be a bit boring. It's not going to be up to how we really want it to be eventually. But if you're here still listening, then kudos. Is that a word? I think it is.
I don't know. But
heard someone say it once.
I know for sure if it's not on Spotify, if it's not on iTunes, which we are going to try and get it onto, it will for definite be on YouTube, and I know that for
100%.
100%. I will be able to get this onto YouTube for a million percent.
We're not gonna do what we usually do with these kinds of things and like make a whole bunch of Instagram accounts, advertise everything. It's just gonna be on our socials.
Yeah. It'll probably be on my Actually, do we create a separate YouTube? That's it. No separate Instagram or anything. Just a separate YouTube.
Yeah.
Just a separate YouTube dedicated to the podcast. Yeah. So yeah, we will have, and sooner or later after COVID, we will have visual podcasts. So we'll have either gameplay behind it, or we will have actual like us in real life speaking.
Obviously, the Spotify version will just be like this, but there'll be a YouTube version of it as well.
Yeah. The Spotify, so YouTube will be edited down and whatnot until you guys do show some love and support, and we get the unfiltered version. Yay!
Well, hey, 50k subs, and we'll release all the controversial things we said in names.
But yeah, so this will be for sure going to YouTube, if not Spotify and iTunes. Do show some love, do show some support, and you will get more from us. You'll get the best type of content we can give.
Yeah.
And after COVID,
that about sums it up.
After the big pandemic,
I'd say that.
After the big pandemic, you will have better content from us, and I swear you will. So anyway,
I'd say that wraps it up.
That has been nearly an hour for the intro episode, but guys,
we really can waffle on.
If you did enjoy, please do follow, like, and do everything you can just to show any love and support for this, because it's something we want to do. It's something we enjoy. So
if you get to the end of this and hear this, message one of us saying, I got to the end. Or unless you just skip to the end. In that case, I hate you and everything you stand for.
If you skip to the end, I mean, Hi, welcome to the end. You should probably go
You
back.
just you
you should-
whoa! You just missed. Did you just miss that crazy story? Whoa!
You missed all of that? Damn, dude. I mean, you're gonna have to go back
Damn.
quick. You have to go back
Sucks to
quick.
be you.
You have to go back quick, dude. It's gonna be gone soon.
Anyways, yeah, I think we're rambling on a bit too much. I'd say that's about it. That's all we got to
I hope
say.
you guys enjoy. And next episode, we will notify you on our socials, which are down in the description. So
Which is probably most of our viewers right now.
So thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
See you in a bit. Have fun.
Boys.